Welcome back to Simply Becoming. Today's episode is super special because I got my girl here with me. We met not too long ago, but honestly, it feels like we've known each other forever. She is my sister from another mister. She is my boo, my friend, my beautiful friend, y'all. I just had to bring her on today. So instead of just interviewing her with a set of, questions, I decided to switch it up a little bit. I wrote down a bunch of deep, fun, and, spicy little friendship questions, cut them up into little bit strips, and I put them in a jar. So, yeah, we're just going to pull those one by one and see where the conversation takes us. No script, no plan, just laughs, okay? Real talk, and maybe even a few gems that'll bless somebody that's listening. So, grab you a drink, lean in, and see what's going to come out of this friendship jar. All right, friends. So, go ahead and let everybody know who you are, what you got going on.
Hello, everyone. I am Tiara, Sean's new bestie here in Virginia. We've been friends for a little over a year
A little bit over a year. We've been rocking. Hey.
Yeah, and I'm so honored to be a part of your podcast, your new venture.
Yeah,
So
girl.
thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so like I told y'all, we are going to jump into this friendship jar. You want to go first? Or
What do I gotta do? Shake it
just
up?
shake it up and pull one, girl.
Y'all, I don't know what kind of stuff she gotta do here. Wish me luck. Y'all, here she go. How do you feel supported in this friendship, and where could I show up better?
I think you show up perfectly fine. You kind of bring me back up and like let me know like, girl, you good. There's nothing that I feel like, well, you need to do this more or you need to do that more. I feel like if I ever got to that place, I would be like, friend, or friend, this, I've been feeling like this and I think you should do this,
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Let me know.
Let me know.
I'm here.
Ooh. When was the time I showed up for you that really stuck with you? Ooh.
Oh my goodness. That's a good question because it's been on multiple occasions, but one that sticks out most to me is when I was having issues with my son. And I think we went to the gym in the morning,
Okay.
maybe. And after the gym, we were sitting in your car, and I was ready to ship him out, y'all. I was ready to get rid of him. I have a 13-year-old son, going through the trials and tribulations of teenage boydom.
Boydom, right.
Right. And I was crashing out. And we were sitting in your car, and I was just telling you what I was going through. And I think what was most important to me is that you listened to me.
Yeah.
Right? Like you were just a shoulder to cry on, because I was definitely crying.
Yeah.
Like literally crashing out. And then after you heard everything I had to say, then you offered your motherly wisdom, and you tried to help me get through it, even though I was saying like crazy stuff like, he's out of here, I'm shipping him out. You're like, girl, you don't want to do that.
Nah.
Like, you don't really want to do that. And that was true.
Yeah.
I just wasn't trying to hear it in the moment because I was very emotional. So yeah, that's a time that really, really sticks out to me. Like I don't forget that time because, yeah.
We used to be in the car for longer than we be at the gym sometime. Just in the car talking.
Just talking.
Kids
Like, what are
late
y'all
to
talking
school.
about? Late to school, late to work, everything. Like, what is going on?
Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, what's one of your favorite us memories so far?
One of my favorite us memories. I don't know. I feel like it's the first day we met
Okay.
because
We
so-
kind of did click that day.
right, and so it was just like, wow, like a missing puzzle piece. So for a bit of a background, I'm relatively new to Virginia. You are too,
Right.
So I guess we were both like looking for opportunities to meet people,
Yeah.
and we went on this app called Meetup separately, where there was a brunch, right? And so I like RSVP'd for this brunch one day, like in advance, and when the day finally came, I was just like, I don't really feel like going, and like I don't really know anybody there. Is it really worth showing up? But for whatever reason, I did. And I showed up and we sat right across from each other. I was just looking around the table, listening to what everybody's talking about. And, we just seemed like we were like-minded, like in our responses to everything that everyone was talking about, or even just the looks on our faces when certain people talk. Like, I'm looking at you, you looking at me. And so when the waiter came and he asked, like, does anybody want drinks?
Y'all.
That espresso martini. I said, let me get one of them. And she said the same thing.
Let me get one too.
Right. And I don't know, I just felt like we were vibing, like that wasn't the first time we met. And then, you know, we both went to the bathroom, and you like to take pictures and capture lots of moments. So we took our first picture together.
It was a cute picture too.
In the bathroom. And I was just like, wow, I've never met somebody like that, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
That it was just cool. And it's been up since then.
It's been up, girl.
Right? It's been up. Look, now I got to ask you the same thing. And don't say the same thing. I'm just kidding. You can if you want.
Nah, so I would say our favorite us memory was when we were here and we shifted downstairs to the lower level. And girl, we was doing karaoke, we was dancing, just having a good time, girl. Just
Oh yeah, that was a
kicking
good day.
it.
I was here forever. Just so you guys know, I literally probably got here at like 11 o'clock in the morning or something very egregious.
Yeah.
And I didn't leave until like midnight or something crazy.
It might have been later than that. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, we had a time. We started listening to some Nelly and some Mosa just down there clowning.
And I need you guys to know, like, she's from St. Louis and I'm from Jersey, right? Northern Jersey too. So you know in North Jersey we consider ourselves from New York. I know it's not true, but whatever. So to experience that together and like share in the music and how different it was, and it was fun. Yeah. So yeah, that's a really good memory too. Ooh. How have we both grown since we first met a year ago? That's a good one.
I mean, I think we've grown so much, just like mentally, physically, us doing the 75 hard, and us like mentally being able to tell ourselves that things that we didn't used to do that we're able to do now, you know?
I definitely think mindset has shifted, right? Like you were the driving force behind 75 hard. Because if you did not show up every morning at my house, I probably would have laid there. I'm not going to lie. So I think you were definitely the discipline. I know it may look like I'm the discipline at times, but you were the backbone behind getting that done. Like I totally would have botched it for sure.
Wow. Well, that's good to know. But we still did it, girl. So, I mean, look, we had to use each other to be able to get that done.
Because it wasn't happening.
We had a good time too. So it was also like I was looking forward to it too.
It was fun.
So
it was like therapy sessions.
It really was. Yeah. Girl, in there sweating eyes in the gym. Who be crying in the gym?
That's crazy. That's crazy. And our workouts would take super long. Like, damn, get your ass out of here.
But yeah, girl, I just feel like there has been growth, you know, and it's just been over just in different areas of everything we got going on. So
yeah, I agree. If we took a girls' trip tomorrow, where are we going and who's planning it?
I would help plan it, but you would probably do majority of the planning.
But but where would it be?
I ain't been nowhere. You've been everywhere, so.
Well, where do you want to go? Or where do you think would be nice to go?
I would like to go to like Dubai. I don't really like to be on a plane for that long.
So then you don't want to go to Dubai because you're going to be on the plane for a minute. I mean, but Dubai would be lit.
Yeah.
You would like it.
I just see how beautiful it is. I see like the garments that people wear while they down there. And I have heard people say that it's beautiful and that it's lit down there. So, I mean.
And it's hot as hell too.
Yeah. I mean, I would go anywhere for real. But like for me to just be like, I'm going to plan this or this is where I want to go. I don't. Because I just think about the plane ride. Like damn. I know, girl. Even flying to 3 hours away, like to Florida or something like that. I just be like, it just be so like nerve-wracking to me.
Really?
I just don't like flying.
Dang, man. So you're not going skydiving, nothing.
You know what? No, I feel like I would do it. I'm not going to be the person to initiate that because it's not what I desire to do. My friend, she went skydiving. She told me that she was so glad she did it. They recorded her when she jumped out, and you could just see the joy on her face. And I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't plan nothing like that. But then Drake came home and was like, boo, we going skydiving tomorrow. I'll be like, oh, Lord Jesus. Oh my gosh. But I do it. But I'll be nervous, girl. Booty cheeks tight the whole time.
That's all right. And they will be every time. But once you jump out, it's just like, oh, okay. And it's over so fast. So Dubai it is.
Dubai it is. Ooh. What's your hope for our friendship moving forward?
That we're old ladies on rocking chairs, drinking Prosecco, on a wraparound porch.
She rocking back and forth, y'all.
I am. I'm rocking back. I'm visualizing this. Like looking back on all our memories of life. Like, wow, you remember when the kids were young, or you remember this or that. Mm-hmm. But just old as hell, having a good time.
Yeah.
Laughing and joking about stuff. When it comes to forgiveness and friendship, what does that look like for you? Yikes.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had to experience that.
So no one's ever done anything wrong to you, or maybe you guys had like a situation that you guys had to overcome?
No.
I mean, that's good.
I get. Is it good?
Yeah. Like if you've never had anything crazy happen that you had to forgive somebody for, that's...
I mean, not crazy like that. I feel like people that I haven't been friends with, whatever happened, and there was no reconcile after that, you know. Mm-hmm. It was just y'all go y'all separate ways, and that's it. I feel like to forgive somebody, that's something I just have to do within myself. Like, I forgive you, but like,
right,
we still going our separate ways. We not about to be like we was, you know.
Right. I mean, I think that it depends on the situation, right? Like, it's very complex because depending on like what happened versus who you're dealing with, and like how well you know them and their intent. I think all that plays a major factor in forgiveness or not. I mean, you have to forgive no matter what in order for you to move forward.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe some things are unforgivable. I don't know, you know. I kind of just feel like that's in my nature, but not for the other person, for me. So I've had plenty of situations throughout my life where friends have done me wrong or put me in compromising positions. I feel like I have to forgive them to not be angry with them and to move forward, whether we're going to continue our friendship or not.
Yeah. Ooh, do friendships have soulmates the way relationships do?
I think so.
I do too.
I think so.
I do too. Oh, wait, look, I'm about to pull another
one. We answered that one quick. Look, she keeping that one in there. Ooh. What's the hardest season you've had to walk through, and how did friendship help you?
Ooh, girl.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Just, I guess, the season that I'm in right now. You know, just the support that you give me and the encouragement and the push to just keep it going, you know. You got this.
Pretty much.
What's something you think we've taught each other?
Something I think we've taught each other.
Well, Tiara has taught me how to make a French 75.
Oh, yeah. We've had plenty of those. I think you taught me the value of, like, family and, like, being a loyal wife and being a mom. So, like, I'm divorced. I've been divorced for almost 10 years. And I think going through life, being single, kind of get used to it. And it's just like, oh, well, if I never get married again, it's not a big deal. Like, if I don't have a nuclear family, it's not a big deal. Like, I'm good doing my thing. But I really do look up to you and the way that you operate, like, for your husband and for your kids. And I'm just like, wow, this is Black love for real. Like, this isn't a scroll on TikTok or an Instagram post. This is like real people doing this in real time.
Girl, you got me blushing.
And I'm like, well, maybe I do want that again.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know. It gives me hope. So you taught me that, or you reignited that, because I've always believed in marriage and, you know, the family dynamic. But I guess it just kind of got away from me a little bit. So you re-taught me that in just being you.
Yeah.
Now she got me out here trying to find a man. Well, technically not trying to find one anymore, but yeah, just like, oh, I do value that. I appreciate that. And I think that's something that I should set my sights on in the future again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you out here teaching me something. You know what I mean? Everybody talk about me teaching them something. Y'all teaching me.
Girl, because you do. Tiara always got something good to say. They be like, that girl know everything.
I don't. If someone only knew us from social media, what would they never guess about our friendship?
Girl, that we is some clowns.
Agreed.
Your social media page, you don't do none of that. You know, you got, it's very like professional and...
Good evening. This is Tiara coming to you live.
Okay.
I'm definitely a clown.
They will be like, oh my God.
She's crazy. I think they would also never guess that we just met.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Like, people be like, oh, are you guys sisters? Or, oh, you guys, look like you've been friends forever. Like, we literally just met a year ago.
Okay, so wait. Before we pull the next question, I got to tell y'all about something real quick. Okay, so y'all know I'm all about quick and cute, right? This half wig has been saving me lately. It blends so well with my natural hair, and half the time people think that it's mine. I can throw it on, style it up or down, and be out the door in minutes. It's giving I did my hair today without the extra work. So if you want something easy, natural looking, check the link in my show notes, and I got you. Alright, now back to it. Let's see what this next question is talking about. How do you keep showing up as a friend when life feels heavy or overwhelming? I don't know, shoot, I gotta show up for myself first.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's exactly how I was gonna like segue into my answer. I'm really, really good at like dealing with things on my own.
Yeah.
And so by the time, I bring something up to you or to anyone, I kind of already like processed through it on my own. This is probably not the greatest thing, but I can compartmentalize pretty easily, right? I also have a very optimistic outlook. So like if I'm going through something, I tell myself like, you have this amount of time, like you cannot stay like this forever, right? Yeah. We have to move on because life goes on. So I think I don't really experience that much. Like I've never really experienced me going through something very hard and then a friend going through something very hard at the same time. So it's kind of easy for me to show up. Or I think it's kind of just in my nature to be like nurturing, right? And trying to be there for the people that I really care about. Right. So maybe it's not the best thing either, but I might push my things on the back burner because I know I can deal with that on my own at a later time. And maybe it's more important for me to be there for that person who might not be able to deal with their own stuff in that time. So yeah, I compartmentalize if I need to.
Yeah. I guess just like keeping a clear line of communication. Like open line of communication,
yeah. We communicate so much, and I'll pick up the phone and call. Yeah. She doesn't like calling; she likes texting. I'm not texting all of that all day. I'm about to talk to you and get it out in these 2 hours.
I know, because every time we be on the phone, it's always
talk about it all.
2 hours at least.
What y'all doing over there?
Okay.
Yeah, I also think our lives are just different. Like you're a wife and you're a mother of 3. I'm a single mother of 1. So like, not to say that things can't really be going on in my life, but I got a 13-year-old. Like he's doing his thing. I have a lot of time to myself to process things and, do whatever I have to do. I think it's just my outlook too that helps.
If you had to describe our friendship in one word, what would it be?
One word is crazy.
I would say my one word would be, I would say it's solid. We do a fair amount of communicating with each other, and we haven't had any like moments where we like got heated with each other or not talked to each other in days or whatever. So we both grown up enough to kind of like, talk it out, whatever it is.
I don't know. I would say complete. Like I feel like it's just a well-rounded friendship all the way around. Like we have equal time to hang out with each other. We talk a lot. We communicate a lot. We're pretty active in each other's lives. We kind of talk about everything for the most part. It just seems complete, like full circle. Full circle. Like there's nothing that I would ask of more from you. Like, could you, be this? Like,
and if it ever got to that point, I feel like we would be comfortable to let each other know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Okay.
For sure. What do you feel makes a friendship healthy?
Communication, just like in any relationship.
Right.
We didn't talk as much as we did, or talk about the certain things that we talk about, like the deep stuff too, you know, like your background or feelings or emotions, you know. If we didn't keep that stuff open and talk about that, like, we probably wouldn't be thriving as much as we are now. So definitely the communication.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same thing. I mean, I'm sure you've been in situations with people where like communication was maybe more surface level or not as, just not as comprehensive as you'd like. I mean, I know I've experienced that.
Yeah.
And you can't really bond that way, You can't really get a feel for a person that way. So I think communication as well.
Definitely. Do you remember your first impression of me?
Yeah, like a vibe. Cool.
Vibe. Yeah, when I first saw Tiara, like she said, we was at brunch. I was facing like the door, so I saw her walk in. And when she walked in, she kind of was looking.
Sung from the gates of heaven. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It was like
they kind of did, but not really.
It was glowing and everything. Okay,
the light was so bright.
But no, I saw her and you could tell like she was kind of trying to, fish out where we were sitting at or where she was supposed to come to.
Because I was late, as usual.
But I looked up and I'm just like, oh my God, she is so pretty. And I was just like, ooh, because they told us we was waiting on one more person. I said, ooh, I hope that's her, Lord. I hope that's her. And y'all, she came over and she peeped her head in and they told us she was the right person. And I was just like, thank you, Lord.
Oh, I love that. I remember when we had to go to the bathroom and you stood up and I was like, she's tall like me. She's tall like me. All my friends are super short. Now I have a tall friend like me.
Friend, right.
Okay, so here is the last question, which is pretty interesting. How do you know when a friendship is no longer serving you? That's actually like a tough question, especially for me.
Yeah, I would just say like, you can tell when the effort is not being put in from the opposite party, and when you have to keep questioning and you feel real uncertain and the puzzle piece ain't fitting in,
Right.
I think that's when it's time to just be like, it's done for. I don't feel like it should always have to be, equal,
Right.
equal. Sometimes I might have to put in a little bit more one day than you do, But if it's like that all the time, it becomes draining and exhausting. Like, cut it short,
Yeah. It used to take me time to realize when something wasn't serving me anymore because I would always try to like make a reason like, oh, well, maybe they're not as communicative because they're going through something, or maybe there's no reciprocity because of this. But I really think like friendships, intimate relationships, familial relationships, it's very similar. And you know how when people are in intimate relationships, how they say like, what's your love language? I feel like there should be like friendship languages as well.
Yeah.
And I think for me, like when my needs are not being met as a friend, like I put a lot into my friendships. Quality over quantity for me. So like I know the type of friend that I am and I know the lengths that I'll go to for people.
Yeah.
And although it doesn't need to be like a 100% match, if my needs are not being met as a friend, like I need to hear from my friends, right? Like, some people can go extended periods of time, like years or, whatever, without talking to their friends, and that's fine.
Right.
Absence does not make my heart grow fonder. I kind of just move on. So, like, I want to know what's going on with my friends and keep up with them and keep up with the bond. I want to see my friends in real life from time to time and hang out, and I know that's important to me. When I am going through something or I need a shoulder to cry on, like I want to know that I can pick up the phone and call someone.
Yeah.
And even if they're not available in that moment, like they'll make time for me the way that I'll make time for them.
Right.
So, yeah, once I realize either there's just like incompatibility and maybe they're not getting what they need from me too. It's not really like a full conversation that typically happens. I kind of just move on. Like this is what it is. And move on. If we wanted this together, we would work on it together. Like it can't just be me trying to pull something out of that other person. And there may not even be anything wrong with that other person. That just may be the way that they operate.
Right.
Or maybe they are going through something. I don't have the capacity in the moment.
Like, we got to talk. We got to, and not just the surface level stuff. Like, tell me why you're missing your big toe,
Guys, I have my big toe. Like, she's not talking about me, just so you know, because you can't see me. But I need to make this clear that I have all my toes, for sure. Because that's crazy.
Oh,
my goodness. Trying to do me like that on this podcast.
Not you. I'm just saying, But, like, can we be on the same level,
Right.
And so, like, yeah, if it gets to that point, it's just like, yeah, this ain't what I want,
And don't get me wrong, like, there are all different types of friendships, right? Like, you have certain friends that you go to for certain things. I don't know if everybody needs to be, like, on that deeper level, but I really do believe that people can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves, right? So if someone kind of, like, navigates through life on the surface level themselves, how much can you really expect when it comes to that? So I don't know, maybe I have more growth.
Oh, that was good, friend.
In that department.
I mean, like we said, we teaching each other stuff as we go, but it's not exhausting. I don't feel uncertain when I come to you or when we talk about stuff,
Yeah.
And that's the part for me that's just like,
Yeah, it definitely is a feeling. Like, you know what you feel.
Yeah.
When you're interacting with people. So I try to tune into that. Like, if it don't feel right, it's not right. And I'm not going to try to force it if it doesn't feel right. And even if it's something that I have to work on within myself, then I need to go do that to make it feel right. And that's it.
But I mean, when you get to that point, how do you know it's it's you though, that you need to go work on you?
Again, I think it's just circumstantial. Like, I don't know, maybe if someone, like, triggers you in a certain way.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, I'm, like, a more anxious attachment style, right? Where I like to communicate. This is in everything.
Right.
Family, friends, intimate relationship, everything. I like to communicate more than some other people. Whereas maybe somebody else, they don't need to communicate as much.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I feel like, damn, well, how come that person hasn't reached out? Or is there something wrong? That's something that I have to work on within myself.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's me, like, projecting.
Yeah.
They could be perfectly fine. Maybe they're super busy or, maybe they are going through stuff and we'll talk about it the next time we get together.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, everybody's not going to be like that. If it's hard, I don't want it.
Right, okay.
Right? And that's in any relationship.
Yeah.
I know that relationships take work, but they take work from both sides.
Yeah.
If it gets to the point where it's hard and I have to try to pull information out of you, like, just as an example, let's say you were going through something and I'm calling you and I'm reaching out to you like, hey friend, what's wrong? You're like, nothing, I'm fine. But I know that you're not.
It's something, yeah.
Over time, I think that would wear things down. And then I would just stop reaching out until you're ready to, I don't know, get back on track. And if you don't, then we won't. And I'll just keep it pushing. I'll always be cordial.
Yeah.
We have a stronger bond.
Right.
So, like, you don't have to tell me something's wrong for me to know something's wrong. Not something wrong bad, but, like, just something changed in your daily routine or mine. So then I just call you. Like, you texting? Yep, I'm calling your ass. Pulling up. Hey, what's going on over here? What y'all doing?
And that is every time she calls. What y'all doing over there?
Yep, what y'all doing over there? Because, you know what I mean? I ain't getting the little texts and stuff.
I ain't getting the little texts and stuff.
You busy? You ain't that busy. I'll be over there.
I'm on my way.
But yeah, I think, like, if it's somebody that you don't really have that with, it's harder. Right? So I would gracefully bow out.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. Like, I don't do that even in my own life. You know what I mean? Like, and I really just try to, like, check in with how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, what's really going on in this situation? Like I said, is it me?
Right.
Process that, okay? Could it be them? And sometimes people just don't have the capacity to show up.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say they want something and they're not prepared to receive it. And that's not a bad thing. It's just maybe we're not aligned right now, and maybe we'll never be aligned. That's all. I'm good. I don't need a gazillion friends.
I don't need not a gazillion of them. I can count them on my hands. That's it.
Right. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
If that never changes,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if it does, that's great, but I'm not fighting for a connection
Right.
with people.
Yeah. I feel that.
No, you gonna connect with me. It's a wrap. She's stuck with me, y'all. Look, I'll be back.
Right. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to say?
I love you, girl.
I
like,
love you.
I don't think we're friends anymore. Like, I think we're family.
Right.
You know? Yeah, and I just appreciate you for having me on your podcast. I think this is awesome. Like, a new venture for you and a nice way to, like, have your voice be heard. So I'm grateful to be a part of that in any way that I can.
You welcome, girl. Thank you for being here. I told Sierra that I wanted to do a podcast, and I was hoping that she would be like, well, let's do one together. I think you had mentioned that somebody had told you that you should do a podcast. And that was just me just thinking you would be like, well, let's just do one together. Yeah, she was like, you should do it. You should go ahead and do it.
That's a fact, and not because I don't want to do one. That's not the case at all. But I like the idea of you having something of your own too.
Yeah. I should have did this a long time ago. I've been wanting to do it for so long. And that's what it was, me waiting on somebody else or for other people to kind of come in and complete it with me. And that it never worked out because it wasn't supposed to be with everybody,
Right.
you know. So here we are now, girl.
Exactly. This is your journey.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it. This was so good, y'all. I really enjoyed today. I hope that listening felt like you were just sitting with your girls laughing, reflecting, reminiscing, and just remembering how powerful real friendship can be. Having her on here today reminded me that sisterhood doesn't have to be perfect, right? It just needs a little love and a little bit of communication. So if you have that one friend that feels like family, make sure you send this episode to them and tell them that you love them. Until next time, keep showing up, keep growing, and keep becoming.